So, what's up guys, you've joined me for my match day review of today's Manchester derby between United and City at Old Trafford. What can I say? Well, apart from it was one of the most boring Manchester derbies I've ever seen, I was at least expecting there to be a few goals today, but neither team was flying about in the net. I'm kind of glad that we kept a clean sheet. That's something at least we can take a point from a Manchester derby. At least we've not been beaten by City in the league this season. That's something that we can actually take from what's been an absolute train wreck of a season, is the fact that at least we've not actually lost against Man City this season. But then again, we all know that if this had been Man City, if this had been a Man City team that were on better form, they probably would have absolutely battered us. If they had Rodri in their team, they would have battered us. If they had Haaland in their team, they would have battered us. It has to be said. Now, that's one thing I hate about Man City. I mean, I don't have any kind of agenda against Man City or vendetta against Man City. I do respect them, because they get the job done. Pep Guardiola, what he's done with Man City is truly remarkable. I mean, he's done something that Pellegrini, the likes of, Manuel Pellegrini, Roberto Mancini weren't able to do. They were never going to win four league titles back to back with Man City. They were never going to do that. They won't win Man City a Champions League trophy, could they? Pep Guardiola did that. It's unbelievable. How much he kind of transformed Man City and the team that they are now. And I don't doubt that they will be back on fire again next season. And that we could be sitting here in just over a year's time saying, well, Man City have won the Premier League title yet again. And I don't doubt that they will want revenge and they will want their league title back next season. They probably will win it. The problem that I have with Man City is it feels like their players always get away with things that they shouldn't be getting away with. I mean, looking at today's game, towards the start of the game, the tackle by Ruben Diaz on Alejandro Garnacho, it was a last man tackle. My personal opinion on it is it was a red card. Absolutely any day of the week. That was a red card. That was a blatant red card. I mean, I will certainly go as far as to say that if that had been a United player, that would have been a red card, guaranteed. We all know that. If that's a Man United player that makes that tackle, that's a red card. That's a Man City player. They don't. He obviously that's Ruben Diaz who made that tackle. He gets away with it. This is the thing. Like, it does feel like Man City players get away with a lot of things they shouldn't get away with. If it was one of our players, he probably absolutely would have been sent off. For that tackle. And I'm not saying that because I hate Man City or anything like that. I'm saying that because we all know it's true. I mean, am I the only one who thinks that was a red card? I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that was a red card. I think Ruben Diaz absolutely deserved to be sent off today for Man City. I think it was a blatant red card if ever I've seen it. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm not excusing the bad performance today. It was a performance where, neither team really actually deserved to win. It was, as I said, one of the most boring Manchester derbies that I've ever seen. Both teams were going into the game on, average form. This is the thing, like, neither City or United were on great form going into Manchester derby. Our form was a little bit all over the place. Man City's form's been a little bit shaky recently. So it was going to be a hard game. I'm happy that we didn't lose. Yeah, I am pissed off about the fact that Ruben Diaz didn't get sent off because he should have gotten sent off, and I stand by that. That's just my opinion. I know there'll probably be some people who disagree with that. You know, probably that a lot of Man City fans are not saying Ruben Diaz didn't deserve a red card, but I think we all know he did. And yet again, it's a Man City player getting away with something they shouldn't be getting away with. Like, how many times do we hear that being said? Man City players getting away with, things they shouldn't be getting away with. I mean, I'm sure Man City are paying these refs to always go in their favour. But some of the things that they've got, some of the things that, some Man City players have gone away with is just absolutely ridiculous. And you look at it and you think, well, how do they get away with it? How do they get away with things they shouldn't? How do these Man City players keep getting away with things they should not be getting away with? We all know that was a blatant fucking red card. I mean, who in their right mind would look at that and go, that was a yellow card, not a red? It was a blatant red. He should have been sent off. If it was a Bournemouth player, I would have said the same thing. If it was a Liverpool player, I would have said the same thing. If it was an Arsenal player, I would have said the same thing. If it was a Tottenham player, I would have said the same thing. If it was one of our players, I would have said the same thing. I'm not trying to disrespect Man City here. I'm just saying that their players do get away with a lot of things they shouldn't get away with. And that today with Ruben Diaz is a prime example of that. Because he should have been sent off and he wasn't. Yet again, a Man City player, getting away with something they shouldn't have gotten away with. And you wonder it makes you wonder how the fuck they keep doing that. How the fuck do they keep getting away with things they shouldn't be getting away with? It is absolutely ridiculous. There is no doubt, there's not a single ounce of doubt in my mind that Ruben Diaz should have been sent off today. As I said, we all know if that was a Man United player, that would have been a red card. I guarantee you, I guarantee you any money that if that was a United player that had made that tackle, that would have been a red card. But it's a Man City player. Oh no, it's only a yellow card. It's not a red card. But if that was a United player that had made that tackle, that referee would have been very quick to pull out a red card. It's scandalous. It's actually scandalous the things some of these Man City players get away with. Jesus, the Man City players would get away with committing fucking mass murder. Fucking hell. Like, how did Ruben Diaz even get away with that? That was a blatant red card if ever I fucking seen it. I honestly don't know how he got away with that. That was ridiculous. And as I said, I guarantee you, any money, if that was a United player, the referee would have very quickly pulled out a red card. But as it was a Man City player, they only got a yellow card. Man City players get away with things they shouldn't be getting away with every single fucking time. There is no other team whose players get away with things as much as Man City's players do. Oh my god. I mean, I have no disrespect towards Man City. I don't dislike Man City. I just dislike the fact that their players are always getting away with things they shouldn't be getting away with. And I question why that keeps happening. You've got to look at that. You've got to think, well, why the hell do the Man City players keep getting away with things they shouldn't be getting away with? It's gone beyond a joke. As we all know, that was a United player that would have been a red card. But it's a Man City player and they only get a yellow card for that when that should have been a red. I think we all know that. You'd have to be an idiot to look at that and go, well, that wasn't a red card. It was last man. That was a blatant red card. That was the most blatant red card I've seen this season. There's no denying that there have been some pretty scandalous decisions this season alone. And this is one of those. This is one of those where you're looking at it, you're thinking, well, how the fuck was that only given as a yellow card? That was a blatant fucking red, if ever I've seen it. How on earth did Ruben Diaz not get sent off for that? How did he get away with that with only a yellow card? Fuck me. If that was someone like Harry Maguire or Mathis Delict who had made that tackle, that referee would have pulled that red card out, gone right, you're off. But a Man City player makes that tackle and he gets the yellow card. That wouldn't have happened if it was a United player. If it was a United player, that referee would have pulled out the red card straight away, and you know that for a fact. You know that you know that guaranteed. You know that for sure that if that was a United player, that referee would have pulled out a red card very, very quickly. But as it's a Man City player, that he won't get sent off for that even when he should have been. You know, I'm impressed with how Man City with Man City. I'm impressed with the work that audio has done. I just have a problem with the fact that Man City players keep getting away with it they shouldn't be fucking getting away with. And how do they do that every single fucking time? Are they paying these referees? Are they bribing these refs? I would go as far as to say they probably are. You know, they must be bribing these refs if they're getting away with so many fucking scandalous decisions they shouldn't even be getting away with. Mm. That's a bit. There's a lot. It's fair to say that Man City, the only reason that Man City have won a lot of games, this season and in previous seasons, is because of scandalous refereeing decisions. The only reason that Man City have won games is because referees in the Premier League are a joke, and they don't believe in sending Man City players off even when they deserve to. I've seen many games where Man City players gotten away with something they shouldn't have. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not saying that I'm not using the fact that we were absolute garbage today. It's actually, to be honest, we were. But I'm saying that was a blatant red card, and I don't know how Ruben Diaz actually got away with it. I wonder how Man City will look next season about him and De Bruyne. Obviously, we know he's leaving at the end of the season. It'll be a big loss for City, I reckon. But we'll see. As I said, I just wanted to do my thoughts on that. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I'll see you for another one soon. Bye bye.